Good morning. I'm Becky. We're going to go for a walk today, and I hope you walk with me, and I hope you get some encouragement out of my walking, and maybe a few laughs. I'm kind of funny to watch, but that's okay. I'll get better. Today I'm going to up my kettlebell a little bit. I'm going to take 10s instead of 5s. This is my first time doing this. We'll see how far I go. We're going heavier and maybe for a shorter distance versus lighter and for a long ways. Got to change it up so my body don't get used to it. See my 10s. Remember, good form. Shoulders back, chest out, head up. Form is very important on which muscle you're using, depending on which way you stand. I can tell a big difference in the kettlebell 10 instead of 5. It's making my grip strength stronger by using a heavier weight because I'm having to hold on to it. Because I'd sure hate to drop one of these dudes on my toes. And actually, my body is already straining a little. I can tell I'm a little bit winded. And just because I do 10 doesn't mean you have to do 10. If all you can do is walk, just walk. If you can do a 1 pound, do 1 pound. If you can do 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 2 pounds, whatever you can do. If you can do 25 pounds, great. You do you. What your body tells you. And learn to listen to your body. This is my first time doing the 10s instead of the 5. And I can tell it. I notice that it's harder. It's winding me a little bit. I'm only going to go slightly farther. Then I'm going to set them down because I don't want to pull anything. I don't want to hurt anything. And I can feel my shoulders getting tired. So we're going to stop right here, set them down. And that was bad form setting them down. I know that, but I can't squat. I'll get where I can. I'll get better. That's the thing. It's all about getting better. I've kind of taken a few days to walk that were much lighter. I've been a little tireder because I've been doing other things. Today I need to do some marching and some sprinting and do the things that are a little bit harder. We'll march a little. I like to walk a little before I start marching because I figure it gives me a warm-up. And I'm much slower marching than I am walking. I don't know how the soldiers do it fast. I've watched them on base and they're marching and that sergeant yells out double time. Man, they're moving. I'm a slow marcher. But I'm not in no hurry. I don't have a train to catch or a plane. I just want to catch some fitness. Okay. Walk a little. Ease my breath a little. Already sweating. That's telling me I'm getting a good workout. And try to keep my shoulders back and look up. I have such a terrible habit of looking down at my feet when I walk. Whoa, almost lost my earbud when I looked down, but I caught it. All right. It's all about just moving the best you can. It's not about, oh, I saw this guy and he was lifting 50-pound kettlebells and doing dumbbell curls with 50 pounds. Don't matter. You do you. You do what your body tells you it likes. If it says, oh, that's too hard, ease up. You'll get better. It won't be as hard next time. I shoot for a little bit of soreness. That's all. Just a little bit. Just enough that I said, ooh, boy, little tired, little sore today. But it's just the tiniest bit sore. Never do I want to get sore enough that it's like, oh, I can't get out of my chair. My muscles are sore. That's not, look for cars. That's not my goal. My goal is just build, little at a time. Kind of that 1% rule people talk about. Do 1% better today than you did yesterday. And then 1% better tomorrow than you did today. In no time, you'll be 1,000% better. All right, I need to sprint for a second. And I know I don't breathe properly, but I'm getting oxygen. That's good enough. Sometimes just doing and doing good enough, whew, is good enough. Oh. Oh. Then you got to recover your breath. Let your body rest a minute. Resting is as important as working. If your body is tired and it needs you to slack off for a second, respect that. All right, I'm going to march again. Whew. Rest time again. And that's a little bit of that little bit of marching like that. It kind of works as you sprint because you want your body to be able to put out a larger explosion of energy because you never know when you might have to be crossing a street and hurry up and get out in front of a car or something. You want your body to have the power to do that. And you want your body to recognize, oop, now's the time. Whew. And I try to do as much of it I can as far as sprinting and marching and any extra stuff that I'm going to do. I do this sometimes. Because sometimes in life you have to sidestep something. Then I turn around and do the other side. Kind of a little bit of a sideways lunge. Move a lot of dances, do. And again, takes a little more energy. And then I slow down and just walk for a minute. Sometimes I walk faster, sometimes slower, depending on what my body says. Sometimes it just tells me, I'm tired today. We just need to go for a stroll. Okay, that's all right too. And I need to turn around and walk backwards for a minute. Maybe not a whole minute, but for a few steps. Be sure when you're walking backwards, you're on a good, flat, smooth surface. There's no obstacles to fall over. Because the last thing you want is an injury. All right, time to turn around and just walk for a minute. We'll walk and talk. How's your workouts going? Tell me in the comments. Are you in the think about it stage or just beginning stage? Or are you fit and strong? Tell me about it. I'd love to know. It gives me inspiration. I was watching a YouTube video about a lady that she was diagnosed with cancer. And she decided, instead of chemotherapy and spending her last time at the doctor's, she bought, I think it was a mule, and rode from the East Coast. She wanted to see the Pacific Ocean. So she rode on this mule. She had a little dog she took with her. She rode completely across country on this mule. She was elderly. She was, can't remember her exact age, 68 maybe. Not only did she make it to the West Coast and see the Pacific Ocean, she met a lot of great people along the way. A lot of people were very kind to her, let her stay overnight here and there and give her food. And some places let her mule graze in their pastures. So she made a lot of great friends. And then the experience was so great for her physically and mentally, a whole body. She lived another 25 years. I found that to be an amazing story. Very inspirational. I want to bring you inspiration. Even if you're in better shape than me, and you look at this video and you say, well, she's doing it. If she can do it, I can do it. Great. Do it better than me. Show me up. I want to see it. Maybe then I'll start following you, and you be my inspiration. That would be wonderful. I need all the inspiration I can get. Oh, let's march a minute. And I know soldiers get their knees up higher than I do, but I'm doing the best I can. The best my body says that is good for today. The important part is I'm doing and I'm moving. Every step I take, every movement I make, makes me stronger and healthier. I feel like I'm going to have to make a hair adjustment here in a second. Whew. Let's adjust my hair before it falls down. There we go. Easy peasy. I'm not going for aesthetics. I'm going for that it's up off my neck and cooler. Walking with my hair down is too hot. When I get to sweating, it sticks to me, and I don't like that. Feels yucky. Swing the arms when you can. That's that cross crawl movement that Dr. Bergman talks about. You all ought to check out his channel. He is such a smart man and understands anatomy for more than anybody I know of. And any of y'all that are in California might even want to go check him out. He's got a great YouTube channel. He has so much knowledge, and he likes to share it, and I appreciate that. Whew. All right, I have cooled down. Now it's time to do another little sprint. Let's sprint. Get some breathing up really fast. Whew. I'm a huffing and a puffing and a going on. Oh, there's a huge ant mound right there. Sure don't want to walk on that sand. If it wasn't for the ants, I would be out here barefooted. And I started walking here barefooted because I really believe in the grounding. But the ants ate me up. I'm hoping when it becomes cold, it will make them go underground and I can go back to barefooted because I really like to be grounding. I use the grounding sheets and all that. Whew. Took me a little longer to catch my breath that time. I had an ant bite on my finger I had to scratch. Coming from Tennessee, we had ticks and things, and the ticks were awful up there. We don't really have ticks down here so much. I've seen 2 in the last year. Up there, I've seen 2 every time I went outside. But the ants here are much worse. I guess that's one of them plus and minus things. There's a car coming. I got to get out of the road. Oh, one coming each way. Oh, that's a pretty blue Jeep. I like that. Whew. All right, let's go back. Every day we go just a little bit farther. And that's the thing. Just a small improvement every day keeps you from getting hurt, keeps you from getting too sore, but makes you stronger. And that's the goal. No injuries, no pain, plus gain. Work to the point of fatigue, and then stop. Need to walk backwards a little bit more. I know this looks funny on the camera. I noticed something when I watched back through my video that I made walking. I knew I kind of wobbled. Like weebles wobble, but they don't fall down because I try not to fall down. But when I watched the video, I found how much I do really wobble. It's kind of comical to watch. We're going to watch and see how much of that goes away the more I exercise, the stronger I get. I have a lot of aches and pains, but my biggest problem is weakness. When my muscles get strong enough to support my joints, then the pain eases and my ability to do the things I want to do gets much, much better. We had our Thanksgiving early because that was when our daughter and our son could get together. A lot of my family are nurses and things. Some of our grandchildren and some of them are radiology techs and things. And we have our holidays whenever the most of us can get off work. So my daughter and some of the girls could get off last weekend. So we did our Thanksgiving. When she comes over, she is great to clean up and wash up the dishes and stuff. But she puts the stuff just wherever she can figure out it might go. And yesterday I was like, my cast iron skillet is way up there high. So when my son came over yesterday, he's very tall, I had to ask him to get my cast iron skillet down because it's kind of heavy and I didn't want to drop it on my head. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need to. And don't do things that are like, I had the common sense to know that if I had pulled that cast iron skillet off that shelf at the amount that it weighed and the mobility in my shoulders, I hear a car coming behind us. Let's kind of go over to the side a little. But I knew if I had pulled that off, I was going to thump myself in the head. Oh, it's coming this way. Nice people in this neighborhood. But so I asked for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, because the last thing you want to do is hurt yourself. All right, let's march one more time. Marching not only burns more energy and strengthens your legs because you're using your muscles in a little different. Even though I'm still kind of walking and moving forward, I'm causing my muscles to perform differently. And when you're marching and standing on one foot for even that split second when I'm just standing is very difficult. But when I'm marching, you notice there's a couple seconds that I'm standing on just one foot. And that improves balance. So marching does a lot of things for you. Whew. Also wins you. All I can say for them soldiers is they're impressive. And if it's how the government has trained the toughest men in our country for all these years and years and years, there's got to be something to it. And they didn't get to be the toughest men in this country without training. So the training must have worked. And I'm also hoping the marching, when I'm real tired, I tend to do that shuffle thing. That causes a lot of falls as you weaken and when you're tired and you don't pick your feet up high enough. Marching trains me, pick them dogs up. Don't scoot them along the floor. Pick them up. So I'm trying to tell my body that's what I want it to do. Pick it up when you step. Pick it up. Good for me. Whew. We're going to do a little bit more backwards. Whew. And again, I'm trying not to scoop my feet. I'm picking them up enough. I'm not going to drag my shoe and make myself fall. Let's do a little side step after I get my breath a little. Oh. It's not quite as sunny right now as it's been being for us, but I got I got sweat dripping from my nose. That tells me I'm doing right. All right, side step. And I try to step out. Like I'm not just doing little like this. I want to try to step out. And maybe if you're looking at this, maybe that ain't very far to you. To me, that's a long ways. I'm hoping it gets longer. I'm planning on it getting longer. But right now, this is perfect. This is what my body says is okay. And remember, turn around because you want to use both legs. And I don't count the distance. I just go till that side is sore. Not sore, tired. And believe it or not, when I step out this leg like this leg isn't what gets tired. This one is. This one is pushing me along. This one is just stepping out there. There's no tiredness. But this leg, the one behind, is having to push me. So the side step for me in the muscles that I need worked on actually works the pushing leg more than the stepping out leg. And I know I don't use the right technical terms. Once upon a time, when I had coaches and went to the gym and had trainers and all that stuff, they said the proper terms. It's been a while, I don't remember them. I'll say what I explain it the best I can. Whew. Pretty good sweat. Let's try to do one more sprint in just a second. I need just a little bit farther. Get my breathing regulated a little better. Makes my heart thunder a little. Remember, that heart's a muscle. The more you use it, the fitter it gets. When I'm walking and I am exercising, my swelling in my feet gradually gets better and better and better. And my diet affects it too. Lower carbs, get as low to zero as you can. When I don't drink soda, I'm not drinking soda. And eat your protein. Protein is so important if you're wanting to build a muscle. It's hard for me to eat enough protein, even when I eat only meat for the day. It's still hard for me to get enough protein in. Women don't generally eat the volume of food men eat. My husband gets his protein in fairly easily. But like if we're having a steak for dinner, his steak is bigger than mine. Whew. All right. Let's do a little sprint. Pumping them arms. Trotting along best I can. If you notice, my respiration gets up pretty fast. Whew. And your goal is not to sprint for a mile. No more than 100 feet, even if you're fit. You just want to get your heart rate up and your respiration up to maximum levels for a very short time. Whew. And boy, did that do it that time. Sorry, Huffing and a puffing, and I'm sure that sounds terrible in the mic. But I'm hoping you're huffing and puffing with me. Let me know in the comments if you are. Whew. Morning. My neighbors are so nice and friendly. I appreciate that. It's one of my blessings. I try to count my blessings every day. Ooh, I'm going to sidestep a little. Ooh, and I have to remember, keep my shoulders back, my head up. That old habit of looking at my feet has not helped me. Ooh, the sun is starting to come out. It's going to be a glorious day. Oh, that's it. I'm done. And if I could remember to, I try to always start on the opposite foot at the beginning of the side step because I seem to do more with the first set than I do the second. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. Anytime you see me not do that, you can tell me about it in the comments. I'm really hoping that you all hold me accountable. I need that desperately. That's my first fail. When I'm doing this, I can do it for a while. And then one day I'm a little lazy. One day I want to read a book. One day I got a crochet project I'm working on. And I just like a little bit. I need to finish it. No, I need to exercise first. And if I have to come on here and say, well, yesterday I sat in my chair all day, that will embarrass me. And make me get up. Give me a little nudge. You're going to be my nudge. And if I come on here and I'll say, oh, yesterday I crocheted all day. I made a great project, but I just sat on my butt all day. Tell me. Get up. Get moving. Don't be doing that. That ain't okay. Go for a walk, then crochet. Or whatever. Whatever you want to say. It's up to you. Whew. We're on our driveway now. And I'm glad because I'm getting kind of tired. I follow my cameraman. My cameraman takes me a little farther every time, which is what he is supposed to do. He's young and fit and strong, so he could go forever. Our walks, they're not even a workout for him. He's just strolling with me. That's okay. He's still patient in doing it with me. We're going to get up here in this minute. We're going to pick up some kettlebells and carry them again for a little while. And I try to walk in the holes and the uneven. Walking in the uneven is good. It's good for my balance because I have to readjust balance-wise. And changing the terrain is good for my muscles. Although, Florida is flat. I've never seen a place this flat. I love Florida. I'm enjoying living here. But there's not going to be no hills. Tell me where you live. What kind of terrain have you got to walk on? Tell me if you've got waterfalls to climb on, and tell me all about where you're from. But you don't have to have a great outdoors to get you exercise in. You can exercise in an apartment, even a little apartment. You can march in place, walk in place. You can do side steps back and forth. You've still got your side step walk in. Ooh, I see the kettlebells. If you see me not using proper form, tell me. If you think of an exercise that is going to benefit me, by all means tell me. I'd love to know. My exercising skills are pretty much old school. You know, I grew up in the days of calisthenics and things. And I'm going to try to not bend my back so much and stick out my hiney and use a little bit, soften my knees, use a little better form. It still ain't great, but it is what it is. Best I can do, it'll get better. Get a good grip on your kettlebells. Good for your fingers and your hands grip strength. And you don't want to drop them on your toes. Never done that, but I'm pretty sure it would hurt. 10-pounder might break a toe. Whew. I might do 5 pounds tomorrow. We'll see. Almost every day I do kettlebells. The benefits from that are just so massive. Even if your kettlebell is a can of chicken noodle soup from Campbell's, carry it. If you find that too easy, get something heavier. If nothing else, you can take a tote bag and put sand in it, put rocks in it. Use a milk jug, empty milk jug, add water to it. A full milk jug weighs 8 pounds, I think. If not, somebody correct me. But a full milk jug, that's pretty heavy. That's a good workout. That's a good kettlebell weight. Don't start out with that, that's too much. Whew. I'm a little winded again. The kettlebells will do it too, even though I'm moving slowly. I'm walking much slower. But the kettlebells win me just the same. Good workout. Whew. Okay. I'm going to set them down here and go drink me a water. Sit in my chair for a few minutes, not very long, but a few minutes. Take a break, rehydrate, rest my muscles some, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll figure out what I do tomorrow. Maybe it'll be a walk, maybe it'll be weights. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like. I do what I feel like each day. But you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.